Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio, and today I thought I would take this empty nut can and make a paintbrush holder. I have way too many paintbrushes and thought this might be a way to organize them a little bit better than how I have them currently. As you can see, chaos reigns a little bit. I know I have way too many paintbrushes, and the ones over there on the right hand side I think are getting damaged from me pulling them out and putting them back in. They're packed a little tight in that thing. So since this tin is a little big and tall, and I have some pretty short paintbrushes, I figured I would use some of this packing foam and some foam core to help fill up the can a little bit. So I just traced around it and figured I would cut it a little bit smaller than the circle, and then it should fit in, right? Didn't make you watch that part. Me and cutting foam core is a bit of a struggle. So this is the packing foam, and I cut it about the height I wanted, and I'm just curling it around and gonna stuff that into the bottom of the can to fill it up a little bit, take up some of that space. Decided I needed a little bit more. Put some tape on there to hold it together and cut another strip or two. And it's a long strip. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as it's relatively all the same height, I'm okay with that. And we're going to do it one more time. Alright, so now that I've got that done, we're going to put it into the can. Sorry, I'm kind of off the screen. I'm so bad at that. And I'm just fluffing it out a little bit because it won't really matter. And then I'm going to put that foam core down. I actually ended up making a few more circles just to fill it up a little bit more. And that doesn't quite fit. We'll make it fit. It's all good. There we go. And I decided that's about the right height. Now I'm going to cut holes in the lid. This was the hardest part. I tried doing a grid, and it was really hard to see black on black there. But I draw a grid and then I start cutting it out with the X-Acto knife, little squares. And I probably should have made all the squares the same size. I was going to, but then I realized they were too small for some of my fatter paintbrushes. So then I made some of them skinny and some of them fatter. And I think I show me cutting out one or two. And they are just done freehand because they're so small. As you can see, they're a little wonky looking. But they work okay. When I'm putting the paintbrushes back in, it's kind of hard to see because they're black. But yeah, it still works. So I'll show me cutting out a couple of those. And then I will cut to where they're all cut out. Alright, so I've got a few out there. I'm trying to show you what it looks like. But in the end, here we go. There it is. Grab a white sheet of paper, you can see it. See how they all ended up different sizes? That's because I had some really big paintbrushes that were not going to fit in those little things. So now I have the lid on and they're slipping. So what I end up doing is I ended up putting another layer of the foam packing material, and that made them not slip around so much. Alright, so now we're going to decorate the outside. This is a couple of jelly print papers, and I'm just trying to measure I measured the height of it, and now I'm trying to line that up so it will be straight and be the right size. Then I'm gonna cut the green and a little bit of that purple. Now here I'm like, okay, I want to gesso it because my purple paper is a little transparent. And then I'm like, what am I doing? Let's take the label off. So then tear the label off, pull out some, I think this is just Mod Podge, and I'm going to use it to glue the papers onto my container. And on this I decided to tear the edges of the purple where it overlaps the green, just because I thought that would be more interesting, and it had white on the edges and it's uneven anyway, so I just thought that would look better than having the straight edge. So I'm going to tear it on both sides and glue that on. Decided it needed one more element, so I have these another jelly printed paper that has some silver circles on it. So I'm just going to cut out a few of those and glue them around on my container just to make it a little bit more interesting. So once I get those glued on, put the lid back on and put all my paintbrushes in there, and I have a picture of the finished project with the paintbrushes in it. I still look like I have a ton of brushes because the quantity did not go down, but I'm hoping this will help protect them from getting all smashed. So there's the before, and here's the after. Oh, that's kind of close. I think I'll back up on the other one. That was to show you the tin. There we go. See, doesn't that look better? If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.